What is going on, Detroit Lions fans? The Detroit Lions made moves today, a couple of different moves, which I'm going to talk about. One of them being they brought a corner to the practice squad. I made the video of them trying to sign Michael Davis, an outside corner that chose to go to the Saints. Well, they officially have made a move, a couple different moves. One, placed Khalil Dorsey on the injured reserve list, signed offensive lineman Dan Skipper to the active roster from the practice squad, so he gets the bump with no Taylor Decker. So Dan Skipper could start this week at left tackle. And they signed Arthur Maulet to the practice squad, a nickel corner who's been in the league for quite some time. Most recently played with the Baltimore Ravens, but Dan Campbell has ties to him dating back to 2017 with the New Orleans Saints when Dan was there. So this is a player who's been on a couple different franchises. He's played for the Saints, the Colts, the Jets, the Steelers, and then the last 2 years he's played with the Ravens. He's been a semi-productive player, but again, a player that has been a part of secondaries that have not been very good. Not saying that Arthur Maulet's this bad player, but for whatever reason, the secondaries he's been a part of have not been great, dating back to last year's with Baltimore. I mean, they have not had a great secondary. I think he's just a depth piece. This isn't a game-breaking signing. I mean, you could see the stats here if you guys want to look on this on ESPN. I mean, he's played like at 2017 to 2024. You know, he's totaled 4 interceptions in his career, 5 sacks. You know, a couple forced fumbles. Listen, this is a player that is very good against the run. Obviously, his PFF grades aren't favorable in pass coverage, but this is better depth at nickel than you probably have already. They just have Maddox there. You're going to need a Meek to play outside corner. So now they brought in someone who can play that nickel spot. He's depth at that nickel spot, which helps because Meek, you can't really play nickel right now. You need him outside while you don't have Terran Arnold and DJ Reed. And this gives you some depth in that secondary. So the Lions do make a move for a corner. I spoke about it in an earlier video. I was curious to see when they would make a move. I didn't think it'd be some game-breaking trade or, you know, some high-profile free agent. But Arthur Maulet's been in the league. He's a veteran. You know, listen, he played in different schemes. And Dan Campbell obviously is familiar with him. So Brad Holmes, they bring him in. I've interrupted the video to tell you about our friends over at Sleeper in the new promotion they have going on. A brand new promotion is now live on Sleeper that could be paired with the 100% deposit match promotion that's already been going on. It's a free $20, no deposit required, plus first-time users will also receive 100% deposit match up to $100. Use the code CT Sports. You guys should already be using Sleeper. It's one of the fastest organically growing fantasy platforms in the entire world with millions and millions of active users. They are crushing it. And if your state allows it, you should be using Sleeper Picks. It's a real money product that connects friends over picks. You just choose 2 to 8 of your favorite players from pregame live or across different sports. Pick more or less than the predicted stats. And on Sleeper, you can get up to 1,000x payouts. Share with your friends. Get rewarded together. Don't forget, code CT Sports. Get a $100 deposit up to $100, and you got your free $20 entry. Sleeper is taking care of their customers. Always remember, gamble responsibly. Now let's get back to the video. And I expect him to get elevated from the practice squad very soon. So this is the move they decided to make. He's depth. That's good news. And I think the secondary moving forward, they're going to try and stitch it together. And right now with Meek and, you know, whether it's Rocky Sin on the outside or they have Maddox, obviously they have Arthur Maulet now that can help out in the slot. It's good. And of course, with safety depth, Kirby's been dealing with the knee injury, and you could have scenarios where Maddox is playing safety. So they don't really have a lot of nickel depth at this moment. So Arthur Maulet does help them in that area. So this is just a move to get depth in that room. And it's good. You get someone who has a ton of experience. So we'll see what happens with Arthur Maulet. I don't know if he'll play this week, but they're going to need all the bodies they can get. I mean, we know that. And he is better than who they have on the practice squad. I will say that. Outside corners like Trey Flowers or Whiteside, who they have currently on the practice squad. Arthur Maulet has actually played in the league, played for a while in the league, and you got to be a decent player to last that long in the league. You just do. I mean, you guys know the average NFL career is, 3 years, 2.5 years? He's played from 2017 to just this last year. So he's played a long time in the league, so he has a ton of experience. So I don't think this is a massive needle mover, but it is depth. But leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think of the move and the other moves? Dan Skipper coming up to the active roster. Khalil Dorsey obviously goes on IR, so you're without some corners for the next handful of weeks. Let me know your thoughts. We'll be live tonight, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. We'll be joined by the doc, John Macroon from Sports Illustrated, to break it all down. So you're going to want to come hang out with us. But until then, I will catch you all. Hey, what's going on there? It's Jeff Iafrate. Appreciate you for finishing the video. You can check out one of the videos here suggested or show support by commenting, liking, and subscribing. And buy your merchandise, FisherCTSports.com.